Hi, everybody. Welcome to Freehandly Made AU, my autistic life. My name is Nisi, and this is my little side of the world. I wanted to come up here real quick and wish every one of you that celebrate Thanksgiving a happy Thanksgiving, and to just do a quick little video on what I'm thankful for 2022. I am thankful for all of you. Especially over the last year. My crochet journey has been a whirlwind and a blast, and I have learned so much, and I have so much more to learn. I'm going to be heading over to Bailey's house to learn the Cabbage Patch stitch. I have to learn that stitch because I love Cabbage Patch Kids. I bet there's a lot of things I can do with that stitch. So I'm going to be heading over to her house to learn that. I'll do a quick little swatch so I can get some practice on it. I also have it in my dictionary. But I'm glad she did the tutorial because I'm definitely going to need the visual because the dictionary, it explains it pretty well, but sometimes you just need that extra help. You know what I mean? Anyway, so I'm very thankful for all of my Yarny friends in the community. Man, it's been wonderful. It has. It's been absolutely wonderful. And I'm thankful for my boys, obviously. And I'm really thankful for my mom and dad because my parents have had it pretty rough these last 3 years because I was supposed to move back to Texas once my girls grew up and graduated high school and moved out of the house. And that was the plan. That's been the plan for many, 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 many years, and it didn't happen. I ended up in Montana instead, and that was really more hard for my mom to take than my dad, and my mom's still wrestling with it. And so, my parents, man, ever since I moved to Florida, I've been that kid that come to visit once a year type situation. And when I lived in Florida, and I had a very demanding career, sometimes I was lucky if I got home once every other year. So my mom had to watch her grandkids grow up over text message and the internet, and photos being sent to the house, and that's rough. That's rough when you're a grandparent, and I can relate to her because I'm watching my grandkids grow up over text message now. I'm handling it a little bit differently than my mom is or has. I think just because I'm a little different person than she is. But my mom is when my mom loves, when she loves all the way, like more than 100%. And she's a very passionate person, and yeah, my mom has no problem telling you where she stands and what's on her mind. But she's also a very sweet woman. She's a very sweet woman. But don't cross her because the mama bear will come out and get you. Anyway, so, and as hard as it's been, especially for my mom, and it's been hard for my dad too. But my dad's the strong silent type kind of situation. They have been so supportive over this move here, and they have supported me a lot emotionally the last 2 years because the move here was hard on me mentally and emotionally, very hard on me, and physically hard on me as well, because as many of you know, I was laid up in this chair a lot my first 2.5 years living here because of my hip. My hip was disintegrating at a very fast rate. I got it fixed literally in the nick of time. There wasn't much of my other part of my hip left to attach the new hip joint on. I had a full hip replacement, and they had to put in 4 screws. That's how bad it was. You're only supposed to have to put in 1 screw, you guys. So just want to give you a picture of how bad the physical pain I was in and how disabled I was for 2.5 years. And my parents, we were one income family for that long, and my parents were were there for us. So I'm very thankful for my parents. Yeah, very thankful for my parents. So very blessed to have the parents that I do. And then also, Sean's parents have been also supportive over us and in many different ways. So I'm thankful for his parents too. And it's nice when you have a good support system in with your family. Not everybody has that. Not everybody has the ability to have a close relationship with their immediate family or their in-laws. So I recognize that, and I just want to let them know that I'm thankful for them and I love them very much. And I'm gonna miss them tomorrow, but I'm making plans to go home for the summer. So I look forward to being able to see my parents. I didn't get to see them this last summer because I was healing from surgery. So I'm making plans to go see them next summer. And I'm also thankful for my brother and for my sister-in-law. They're also very supportive and gone out of their way to try and understand more what autism is, especially with high functioning autism, because it's really different. There's a lot of hidden disabilities with high functioning autism and a lot of hidden challenges that you don't really see just from an eye perspective. um and so I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful that they've embraced little man's in my diagnosis, and they've been very supportive and very loving. So, and I also am planning to go see them as well. So I'm going to see mom and dad, and then on my way home, I plan to stop by and see my brother-in-law and my brother, my sister, my sissy-in-law, my sis, so that little man can have enough time with them, one on one, because he loves his uncle. He loves his Uncle Taz, and he's going to want to spend some time with Uncle Taz. And I want to see my nieces. And they're teenagers, man. One's got a boyfriend and a job, and the other one's got a job, and they can't be traveling to my parents. So I'm going to go to them. And I'm going to spend some quality time with my parents, and then I'm going to go to my brother and my sister-in-law and spend some quality time with them, with just them and me and little man. That's what I want. That's what I want to do. So that's how I'm organizing my trip. I had to try and make some final decisions on that. And so with this Thanksgiving and this Christmas holiday coming around, and what my sister-in-law and her family has been through, man, I just feel the need to spend some separate quality time with them at where they live and where they live in Texas. And so I'm going to get both of them in next year, and I plan on driving. I think I'm just going to rent a vehicle. So that's the plan. So God willing, it happens. A lot can happen between now and summertime. We all know that. We're not promised tomorrow, but if God wills it, that's the plan. So and when it comes to holidays like this, it's a lot more than just the food. Man, it's a lot more than the presents under the tree, you guys. It's good quality family time. And between my new job, which I don't make a lot of money, I don't, but I make enough to be able to afford some little extras, and like I say little extras, things like major car repairs. That's what's been I'm still not done. The Yukon is still not working correctly. There's still more repairs to be done, and I've already sunk almost $2,000 into it, but I got more coming. So, but to be able to pay for things like that, and to help the hubby out and relieve some of the financial stress of it being all on one person's shoulders. So between the new job and having to be more of an educational support for little man, fifth grade is a lot harder than the other grades, and we're preparing him for sixth grade, and there's a lot of he's developmentally behind in a lot of areas. And so I'm having to spend more time with him at night. And then my crocheting, I have a lot of projects going on my crochet hook. And so between all of that, and then of course, hanging out with you all, spending some time on some lives when I can catch them here and there, or catching some replays. And then getting on here with you with my content and hanging out with you guys on over here at my house. Man, I don't have a whole lot of time for stuff, and Mr. Handsome and I have been getting involved in church, and we got plugged into a new church, and we've been getting involved in that, so that's taken up some time. And then, of course, personal time with me alone with my Heavenly Father, that takes time. And so family time at night just to hang out with the boys and just chill and relax. I'm lucky if we get an hour to 30 minutes in. So with that said, you guys, there's no porch chat this Saturday, and I know a lot of you guys understand why. And I just need the week off to spend some time with my son. And then once my husband gets home from work Saturday night and after he takes his nap, just to spend some time with him. So Saturday, I will not be on the YouTube streets at all on Saturday night. Saturday night, I'm not going to be on YouTube streets. Now, Saturday during the day, when little man has his screen time allowance time, because he earns time on his phone now. We've switched a lot of things over to give him more of a structure. I don't want him on his phone all day long. No. So I'm going to be spending more physical time with little man, doing things with him. Today, he helped me cook in the kitchen. He helped me with the candy yams. He helped me with Daddy's cream pie. And tomorrow morning, he's helping me finish off the green bean casserole. I'm going to get him in the kitchen more, helping me with dinners, things like that. He needs to learn some life skills. And so with that, I'm going to be busy. I'm more busy with little man and keeping him off the phone. And he's going to earn screen time. So when he gets his screen time, his hour, maybe 2 hours of screen time, depending on how much screen time he earns as a reward, that's when I'll be able to get on the YouTube streets a little bit on Saturday. But for the most part, you're all not going to see me in the chats. So I'll have to do some replays. Taking some time off, taking some much needed time off for my family. And you guys, I know you guys understand that. So anyway, I'm cutting this short. I've babbled long enough. So yeah, I'm very blessed, very thankful. And when I'm eating all that good food that I cooked, and little man helped me cook, and then eat whatever my father-in-law has in store for us. I think we're having turkey. I think he ordered a turkey, and I know where he's making his dressing. His dressing's really good. I'm gonna be probably overeating. I'm gonna be watching football. Hopefully, I'll be getting to watch football while I'm over there. Hopefully, getting to watch the Dallas Cowboys play. Hopefully, they'll win. We'll see. They didn't win last year at Thanksgiving, so I'm hoping they'll win this year at Thanksgiving. My Dallas Cowboys, man. I'm a diehard fan to the end. Bad, good, or indifferent, I'm a diehard fan. Love my Dallas Cowboys. I'll be thinking of all of the good things that happened to me over this year, over 2022, and thinking of all of you and how much you guys have meant to me, and you guys have been my cheerleader, and you guys have encouraged me and prayed over me and my family during our times of need, and just been there and just hung out. I love y'all so, so much. And for those of you that are going to have a hard time this holiday season, just know that you're in my heart extra, and you're in my mind a lot more than most right now. And each of you know who you are. And especially my sissy-in-law and her family. They're in my heart and they're on my mind heavily this Thanksgiving, because she lost her sister, you guys, and I don't want to cry, so I'm not going to talk about it. It's hard. It's hard when you can't be there for your family physically, just to love on them physically and just hug them tight and just tell them I love you. But she knows I love her. And she knows I love her mama. I call her Mama Jan. Oh, I love my Mama Jan. Mama Jan, if you get to see this, I love you. And you all have been in my prayers. And just know that I'm sending you all my love through this video. And I hope I get to see you this coming summer, because that's another reason why I want to go visit my brother and my sissy-in-law over at their place, is because I want to see my mama Jan. I do. I want to see her and give her a hug and hang out with her. Take her out to lunch. I do. It's what I want to do. So just know I love you. I love you. I love you so much. And I mean, I know you're not my family, but you kind of are. Kind of adopted you in a way. So Mr. Handsome and I just want to want y'all to have a good Thanksgiving, and let y'all know that we're thankful and we're blessed by each and every one of you. And yeah, y'all have a really good and safe weekend, and I hope you guys will find some happiness and some joy tomorrow on Thanksgiving Day. And if you don't find joy because you're grieving right now, just know that I love you. I love you, and I hope you can feel my love. Okay, y'all, I love you very much. I'm gonna say goodbye here, Big Sky, Montana, aka the frozen tundra. It is cold out there and very snowy. If you're like me, stay warm. Get some hot cocoa or some hot apple cider, whatever you need. And we will talk to you guys again very, very soon. Much love, everybody. Always remember, dare to be you, dare to be different. Bye.